Well, hello.
Welcome everybody back to the Weekly Wanker. Not so weekly, weekly-ish. I was ill and had some personal life shit that wouldn't let me do it, but we're here now. Julius here, Kane's here,
Hello.
and I, as always, am your host, Jamie. So let's get right into the news. So, alright, the first story for today. The Congo has had its first peaceful exchange of power since its independence 60 years ago. The new president, whose name I am about to butcher, Felix Tshisekedi. Tshisekedi. There.
Yeah.
If I was down there, right?
Tshisekedi or something like that.
Yeah, Tshisekedi.
Let's just refer to him as Mr. President.
Yeah, El Presidente. No. Felix thing. Has made news as soon as he was sworn into office by peacefully releasing all political prisoners currently held in the country. After his father's long life of attempting at the hang on. Shit. It's like...
Where is it?
It's there again.
Just Mr. President of the Congo.
No, because I had his father's name there. Tshisekedi. Has done his father proud and done what he could not. After being such a charismatic opposition to the former president, Etienne Tshisekedi, the current president's father, who died in Belgium in 2017, was not allowed to return home for burial. But that decision has been overruled, and he will soon be home and buried. So yeah, in 60 years, the first actual democratic... Can somebody close the door? The first actual democratic, completely fine actual election the country has had in 60 years since it became a country and not a colony.
Shit.
We told you to turn down your phone.
I know, I forgot about it.
So I'm kind of sick.
Yeah, also Monster sponsor us again.
Well, progress. It's a good thing that they finally sort of have democracy now.
Yeah. Like this dude, I did a bit of reading up on him, and he actually seems like a fairly good president, like politically.
Mm-hmm.
He has some fairly good policies. But yeah. Second story up. Parts of Iran which have been pumped dry for water are beginning to sink. The area around Tehran in Iran is currently sinking under the surface after many years of the water beneath it being pumped out with holes in the ground and tears in the road. This place will not be safe to live in for much longer, as it currently sits at about 1,200 meters above sea level, but won't for much longer as the water pumping and in and around 30-year drought has left the area beneath the capital city hollow and the ground cracked and scarred.
Like, has the whole thing just basically turned into sand?
Basically, no. What happens is the ground has water particles and air particles in it. And as water is pumped out of the ground, it leaves hollows in the ground, like little cavities. And they can build up. And basically the ground has less and less mass to support the city on top of it, so the ground starts to sink. And sometimes you'll have like, oh well, here was a big pool of water that got pumped out, and now there's a giant underground cave, and the ground above that has caved in. Like,
that's how sinkholes happen.
Yeah. The same thing happens. I have to study. Why am I here now? You're here because you love me. No. Basically, the same thing happens in quite a lot of places. Like, if you've ever heard of the Curragh in Ireland, which is where some of my family's from. But basically, that it's an army base, but it's on top of an underground lake, which has been the water source of the base and the surrounding towns for hundreds of fucking years. But basically, that's nearly empty. So the Curragh is sinking into the ground. So we may need to relocate our military.
Shit, then.
Yeah.
It would kind of suck if from one day to the other the whole military base just went under. Literally.
Oh wow, Japan see there's time to strike.
Well, the thing is, if that happened in Japan, they would have the whole thing rebuilt in like 5 days.
Seconds.
Yeah.
Like that actually
Here,
happened.
we've got like
Shit.
a mysterious white van with no windows shows up in the Curragh camp, and they're like, "Hey, it could be a bomb." Hey, Jim. Do you reckon if I kick it, it'll explode?
Maybe. Will I give it a try?
Yeah, I bet you 50 quid it won't.
Okay, let's do it.
Boom.
This should be it. Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, Lena.
Yes. Don't say names. Don't say shit. I will ban you.
Don't say names.
Don't
Says
dox
her
us.
Kinks.
Yeah. What's next? I've only got 4 stories, and we're 11 minutes in.
White van without windows. What?
Yeah.
What I meant to ask you about that, but then you kept talking.
Yeah.
There's a white van without windows. I've never heard of such a thing. Is that it?
You've never seen a van with windows in the front but none in the back?
No.
Oh, one of them. Yeah.
Oh wait, like one of those.
I thought you meant like
box
absolutely
vans.
no windows. I thought you were on about a box.
I thought you were on about a van with all its windows removed.
That's basically.
No, that's just if you have a van in anywhere that knackers live, because all your windows will be put in.
Ooh, go easy.
I'm killing everybody.
None of us can
Like
laugh
life
properly
support.
because we are all dying of.
Yeah, we're all out.
I'm not really.
Monster Ultra White, cure what ails you. Thirdly, we have an update on the story of the Arizona nurse many of you have likely heard about. Mr. Nathan Sutherland, a nurse in Arizona, was arrested late last month after a DNA test showed a match between him and a baby born to an incapacitated woman who was in his care at the long-term healthcare facility he worked at. The man's lawyer has claimed that despite clear DNA evidence, there is no evidence to support the claim that his client raped the woman, who has been in long-term care since age 3 due to seizures during childhood, which left her with severe learning difficulties, permanent brain damage, and major loss in function in her whole body, though she's still able to slightly move her arms, legs, and neck, and she responds partially to sound.
Now hold on, is this the story where this woman mysteriously got pregnant who was in a vegetative state for 10 years? Or is that a different one?
It's the same one. People were calling it a vegetative state. It wasn't. After this, the DNA stuff has come out, and he went to court where the lawyer said there was no evidence. Basically, the girl's family came out and said people have been saying she was in a vegetative state, but explained, like I did, that she had seizures when she was a kid and left her with permanent brain damage. And she no moves so good.
Because like I've read this piece of news from multiple sources, and all of them said that it was either a vegetative state or a coma.
Yeah.
For 10 years.
But the girl's parents have come out now and actually explained the situation.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What?
There's apparently some free game on Steam now. Has just popped up in the
Ring of
corner.
Elysium, good game. If your computer can run it.
Niagara Falls partially frozen as the side menu opens on Kane's phone.
Why did you open the side menu?
He didn't. You did. Niagara Falls partially frozen as wintry weather bites. A winter storm has blanketed the US Midwest, now moving across northeast states and southern Canada. The US Weather Service issued weather storm warnings on advisories for a swathe of the eastern US, an area home to 100 million people, according to meteorologist Rich Otto of the US Weather Prediction Center. The storm system, which was moving from west to east, was strengthened by Arctic air from Canada, hit many parts of the Midwest on Friday, according to the National Weather Service. So Niagara Falls is frozen.
RT.ie.
Yeah, the RTE radio television.
Yeah, best source of news ever. Even though their articles are basically saying the same things
Yep.
4 times over, and it drives me insane.
And they also literally break UN law. No, not UN. EU law every single day.
Oh.
Basically, in EU law, you're not allowed run advertisements on government-owned channels.
And they still do.
The RTE do it anyways because they make way more money than they pay in the like.
Because the
I
TV
think
license
200 grand. What?
The TV license money goes to them, so that's
Yeah.
sort of income.
They make like 200 grand a year, or no, the fine is like 200 grand a year or something, but they make millions.
They can just play life like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Finally, with me, before Jula discusses the tech news, unless I'm given more news sources later, Russia and Turkey are currently discussing what to do next in terms of Syria as their governments barter with the Western powers over zones of influence in the war-torn country. Vladimir Putin was quoted as saying, "If such plans were implemented, it will help mark a positive move that would help stabilize the situation," in regards to Trump's tweets about pulling out of Syria. Turkey is also pushing for a 32-kilometre wide safe zone in the northeast of Syria to protect its borders from Kurdish militias, which Turkey deems terrorists due to their ties to Kurdish rebels within Turkey. It is of critical importance that a power vacuum that can be abused by terror groups does not emerge during the process of the US withdrawal, said Erdogan. Is that how you pronounce that?
Can I see?
Erdogan.
Where is it?
Erdogan, the president of Turkey.
I would say so.
Erdogan.
Erdogan.
Cardigan. He's a Cardigan.
Yeah, I don't know Turkish, so...
The US wasn't supposed to be in Syria for as long as they were. And that was, like, the plan was to be in and out quickly. But they've spent quite a bit of time there. And pulling out was actually something that was already planned. What?
Pulling out was planned.
That's what she said?
Well, that's what she probably fucking hopes.
Really choked, you cunt.
Yeah. So basically, Russia and Turkey are trying to quell the terrorist forces in Syria and make sure that both of their countries are safe from the terrorists. But, like, really, actually fighting the terrorists creates more terrorists. Like, that's how all insurgencies work. Like, if you look at fucking Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, wherever, like, even back to, say, fucking Korea and Vietnam and stuff like that. Basically, with the US coming in, going, we'll save this, we'll fix this, we'll fucking contain communism or terrorism or whatever.
Breaking news, bikini climber dies after falling into ravine in Taiwan.
Alright, I won't finish that story, so...
I did give it to him to
I'm just giving him a teaser of what's coming up.
Yeah. No. What was I saying? Basically, people going in like, oh, we'll save you and do whatever, and then fucking up the country, as happens with pretty much every war. It creates more insurgents. Like, the whole thing with the US, with all their war crimes in the Vietnam War, where they were like going into a village, killing all the civilians and torching it. Basically, it was making the locals hate the US even more. So more people were joining the Viet Cong and the Korean whatever, and the Taliban and the Al Qaeda and fucking the whole lot of them. Basically, the best way to fight terrorism is to just not let them in. Like, if you don't let people into your country to commit terror attacks, they won't be able to commit terror attacks. Simple as.
That's where the EU messed up big time.
Yeah. Or it's like,
nowadays, trying to express
In
that to, like,
2015.
a constituency, they'll just like kick you out for being like.
Well,
racist or some
for
shit.
me, just saying that we could get kicked off the internet. So we could get Alex Jones.
yeah. Or I don't remember if it was an Onion article or not, but I remember seeing something about like Germany was trying to fine Poland for not letting a load of refugees in, and Poland demanded 300 trillion in war reparations. So, we're on ya.
Yeah. While we're unlocking Kane's phone,
Did they
because
actually get the money?
it's locked up.
I don't know if it
There you
was
go.
real or not. Maybe.
Okay, so this is not tech news yet, but a woman called Gigi Wu, a Taiwanese woman dubbed the Bikini Climber by fans, used a satellite phone on Saturday to tell her friends she had fallen down a ravine in Taiwan's Yushan National Park and badly injured herself.
Yeah, wait.
Really?
Yeah.
Rescue helicopters struggled to reach her because of bad weather, and officials eventually located her lifeless body on Monday. So, lesson learned: if you decide to fall into a ravine, don't do it in Taiwan.
Or in a
Or
bikini.
Yeah, or in a bikini. Officials said Wu had told friends she was unable to move the lower half of her body after the fall of some 20-30 meters. 20 or 30 meter fall.
She
No
probably broke her back.
Yeah, probably.
Paralyzed.
But was able to give her coordinates. She is the latest in a string of social media adventure seekers who have met an untimely end, just like the guy who stood at the edge of the cliffs of Moher and fell down to his death into the Atlantic Ocean.
And I quote, accidentally.
Top thinking, chap.
Yeah, so that's it for this piece of news.
Tech news.
Tech news. Now,
Tech news.
starting off kind of sad. Machinima, was one of the biggest YouTube networks, if not the biggest, has pretty much died off this week, January 19th.
Raise your hand if you still remember Minecraft Machinimas from like 2011.
All of us raise hands. Like, I did.
Better see some hands in the chat, motherfuckers.
Use that hand emoji.
Yeah.
All three of you.
As of January 19th, they have been acquired by Otter Media, who own Full Screen Media, and they have pretty much merged the two companies, and yeah, that goes up to €1.50.
I know. I'm used to paying like $2.20 for them.
It's 1.15 deals.
They don't usually stock it in deals.
I know, that's why I told you it's one of the miracles of the day.
Woo!
It's been going on for popular demand, so that's why they got them in.
They had a full fucking pallet of them in Lidl one day, and I was like, "Oh, sweet! I didn't have money on me to get more than the stuff I was shopping for, but like, I'll come back for them." The next day, I go back in, and it's gone.
Oh yeah,
There's
all
none
you
back.
guys don't know what's going on.
I like Monster.
Yeah, Jamie's
Ultra
just,
White. It's the best one.
Jamie's just shocked about the low price I got his Monster Ultra White for, of €1.50. So anyway, back to Machinima stuff. Yeah, they have been merged with Full Screen Media, and Machinima is what the hell is this? Anyway, again, take numero dos. Actually, no, numero
dos.
uno, dos, tres. Numero
Cuatro,
tres.
cinco, cinco, seis. Yeah,
Sorry.
I shouldn't sing.
Yeah. Machinima is completely wiped off the internet. Their channel is still up, but the new owners decided to delete all of the videos from it, except for 18 of them. So basically, a piece of YouTube history is just completely gone, which kind of really sucks. Even though I wasn't really introduced to Machinima until like 2013.
Really?
Yeah, well, they didn't speak English until actually.
Fucking foreigners,
so
I don't speak your language.
Yeah.
Go back to your country.
I'm the only foreigner in this group right now. I feel offended.
Yeah. Let's
I'm
get
not-
Marcus back.
I'm gonna sue you.
Come on, Marcos, you stinky speak.
Yeah, and a lot of people are actually outraged about, well, those videos being deleted. Well, I'm not really. I'm just kind of sad. Very Despacito. Alexa, play sad.
Stop it. I already told you I cancelled the Amazon Music thing. Yeah, I a while ago when that was still like kind of funny. I bought Amazon Music
What
so I
else
could
is funny?
so I could go to my phone. This is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito, and it'll work.
Yeah. You just randomly play Despacito on the street. Thing with that channel is, well.
Oh,
what's
hey,
the-
shit, guys, wait. Comfy Frens FM is live.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Wow, let's watch. We have 4 viewers, and like one of those is a mod, probably. I don't even know anymore.
One of them is me. Like, of that 4, 1 is the viewing of the stream.
Yeah, Lenakins just probably disappeared because of the cringe.
Yeah.
What was I even on about? Oh yeah, well, R.I.P. Machinima. On to the next piece of news.
Rip in peace, Manibba.
On to the next piece of news. Once my phone decides to work, which it most of the time doesn't for the past week.
El Nokia, Nokia.
Not a Nokia. Still a Nokia.
We've only been going for less than half an hour.
Yeah, I know. And like, come on.
We're already like 2/3 of the way through the news. I'm so amazing.
So, Meizu. Guys, you know the way Apple has been getting rid of ports on phones?
Yeah. No charge port anymore.
Well, Meizu, a Chinese company, took it one step further and removed all of the ports from their next phone.
So wireless charging, wireless headphones.
No headphone jack, no charging port, no speakers.
Oh, it's one of them things you have to charge electronically, but like...
Yeah, the wireless charging.
Yeah.
Listen, right? They basically, what they do for sound is like make the phone, like use the vibrations from the phone to make sound or something like that.
Well, I mean, like,
this correctly.
You can buy headphones like that where they don't go into your ears, they press against your jawbone.
Yeah, bone conduction headphones.
Yeah. They're actually pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, it's called the Meizu Zero. Has a fingerprint scanner that's built into the screen. It doesn't even have a SIM card slot because it uses eSIMs. What those are, basically.
So you had the SIM
it's a
card,
built-in SIM card,
the micro SIM card, the nano SIM card,
and the non-existent SIM
the
card.
non-existent.
Yeah,
It's like, fuck, like whatever AMD with their 4 nanometer technology. We just got rid of it. 0 nanometer. It's not real.
But yeah, it's a built-in SIM card that you can program to a network you desire.
That'd actually be fucking sweet. Because, like, you could have multiple networks on the same phone.
Well, if it works that way, yeah.
Will you stop headbutting that light?
Yeah, wireless charging, all wireless. It's gonna be out eventually. But the pros of not having any openings basically on the phone other than maybe
It's
the volume
completely
controls.
what?
Yeah, it's...
Do you reckon they'll even have the volume things? They might be digital buttons.
Or what they would do is what HTC did a while ago and use pressure sensors on the side of the phone.
Yeah.
So you squeeze it and then you just do stuff. It's IP68 waterproof, water resistant, shall I say. Did you drink that already?
No, I'm saying taste it.
Oh, I had one of those already, so...
Alright, never mind. That's nice.
No, I mean, I finished mine.
Yeah, it seems like an interesting phone.
Because I'm a monster.
I wouldn't buy it though, because I don't really trust Chinese phones. And on to the final piece of tech news for today. Amazon made a rolling bin.
What?
Called it's the Amazon Scout. It's a robot delivery thingy. Yeah, you just open it up, put stuff into it, and it gets delivered.
It's the Amazon Mars rover.
Yeah.
Fuck Elon Musk. Amazon is colonizing.
It legit looks like either a bin or one of those camping coolers.
Wow.
Get to deliver beer to your house. Oh, I would love
I mean,
that.
if Amazon sells beer, actually.
Yeah, check.
Okay, while we're at it, since we don't have Alexa, okay, Google. If it works. Come on.
Okay, Google.
Oh, you absolute. Oh,
Oh, you crackerjack.
well, my phone is not working, so smartwatch time.
Or just type.
Nah, I can't be arsed.
Jula, everybody.
Does Amazon sell beer?
According to Food and Wine magazine. According to the Dallas Morning News, the expansion comes after Amazon recently obtained permits to sell beer and wine as a retailer, allowing the company to ship these items
Yes, Amazon sells beer.
Sweet.
Well, if they don't, they legally
Auto
can.
sash.
Order a set.
Oh, you guys know those like
You guys get a takeout? Nah, I'm getting that.
like small buttons that you can buy from Amazon. You get them programmed. You press the button and it automatically orders a certain thing.
Yeah.
Just program one of those to order Bulmers.
As I am now Saint Bulmers.
Yeah.
Not Potato anymore. Went through a reband, motherfucker.
Yeah. This dude is St. Bulmer's now.
Yep.
Because he put the Bulmer's box on his head.
Yep.
And walked across town with it.
Yep. Twice.
True. Twice.
The 2.0, the second one, was way better than the first one. And this dude has been wanting to learn the Halo theme song for like the past week, and
Yeah.
Because it's good.
he has been failing miserably. He's way off key.
That's not
Hang on, here's another one from Kane. Astronomers spot meteor strike during Superwolf blood moon. The impact event is believed to be the first ever recorded during a total lunar eclipse and potentially featured a 2-kilogram meteor. Some of those who rose early to see Monday's super blood wolf moon. That sounds like either something out of an anime or like a Powerwolf song.
I thought it was from that fucking series. Like, I thought it was like one of them new episodes from like Teen Wolf or something. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I actually read it. And I was like, shit.
Some of those who rose early to see Monday's super blood wolf moon were also able to catch a glimpse of a meteor striking the lunar surface. It is believed to be the first time that such meteor impact was ever recorded by people observing a total lunar eclipse. Initially spotted by social media users who were unsure if they had imagined it or if it was a glitch caused by their equipment, the astronomical world quickly collected to investigate and confirm the impact. An animated version of the event posted to Twitter by Christian Frost. What?
Frostgiant? What?
Jesse?
Froshlin. That sounds like you're having a stroke.
It's German. Kind of sounds
Oh,
German.
so it's Froshlin.
It kind of sounds German.
It is.
Yeah.
It's Frostgiant.
There's
It
no
kind of sounds German. Perfect English right
Most
there.
likely is.
there's no umlaut in the actual text, but on Twitter there is. Features the quick flash of the collision at the same time a star passes behind the top left of the moon. Which the link to Twitter thread. Mr. Froshlin, an amateur astronomer based in the Netherlands, so he's not German, he's Dutch, captured potentially the clearest images of the impact event. Jose Maria Madio,
Excuse me.
you were the one giving the advice to turn down your phone.
Thank you, Lenakins, for the shill.
Yeah, but an astronomer at the University of Huelva.
Huelva.
The University of Curva. Huelva in Spain worked to confirm whether the impact was genuine after the flashes were spotted by a number of people watching online streams of the eclipse. Mr. Madiel told the New Scientists magazine how he had trained 8 telescopes on the lunar surface during the eclipse with the aim of recording the impact. Although this had never been done before during a lunar eclipse, he said, "I had a feeling that this time would be the time it will happen." So he's a magician. He made something hit the moon.
You're a wizard.
As reported by New Scientist, Mr. Medeo's computer was running software to detect any potential flashes recorded in the pictures collected by his telescope. Other astronomers chipped in to estimate the size of the object which has struck the moon, and generally concurred that it would have had a mass of about 2 kilograms and been about the size of a football. Whether that's a football or an American football, we will never know, probably. Many scientists had their equipment.
Which one's bigger?
The football is actually bigger, but the American football is slightly longer. But like
volume-wise, the British football, let's just call it that.
The football that you kick with your feet and you don't carry around the field. That's rugby with padded armour. It's rugby for pussies.
Basically.
If you play American football, die.
Use brute force and join.
I played rugby for 2 weeks.
Yeah, rugby's fun because
every time I played rugby, they didn't let us.
It gives you an excuse to kick the shit out of people.
Well,
they didn't let us. Every time I played rugby, they did not let us. Like they were always saying, "Oh, it's a non-contact sport," and they'd make you put belts. Or
That's
something.
a fucking lie.
Yeah, like they were making us play,
school.
And they were trying to tell us that was a non-contact sport.
In school, like I did this in school, yeah, and we were only allowed like to tap each other.
Yeah.
It was like
football is 90
like
minutes
that.
of pretending you're hurt. Rugby is 80 minutes of pretending you're not.
That's true.
Many scientists had their equipment trained towards the blood moon, not simply because it's exotic and beautiful, but also because lunar eclipses often throw up interesting data for astronomers. When the Earth passes in front of the moon, it rapidly causes its surface temperature to drop, causing lunar rocks to suddenly freeze and crack, releasing gas. Astronomers' telescopes aimed at the blood moon have seen this happening, but for now they may be analysing the meteor strike to see what it may reveal about our universe. It reveals that there are rocks in space that move.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So, that's news for today, I'm guessing. Since we were all about sports, what kind of sports have you played?
I've played numerous amounts.
Esports.
Esports.
No, wait, they really have.
To the game.
What about you there, Kane?
EA Sports.
What do you mean?
It's in the
Like,
game.
what kind of trainings did you attend, if any?
I trained football, GAA.
I used to do hurling training, but then I got in a fight and nearly beat somebody to death with a hurl when I was like 7.
What?
Yeah, basically he kept hitting me in the shins, so I beat him across the back of the head.
I was
Fair
never allowed to
enough.
play hurling.
He was wearing a helmet. It did something.
I know someone who got hit in the head with one of those hurling balls and her helmet split in half.
A slayer.
I seen a guy
A slayer.
headbutt. I'd seen a guy headbutt a guy, like another guy, obviously, with an ice hockey helmet on, and he like cracked the whole thing with his fucking head. Like,
I could do that. I've
I
broken.
could do that.
I've broken glass and like
Yeah, but
With your head.
is
Dented
it not like
doors
made of
and-
fucking? Like, what are they made of? They're made of something really hard anyway.
Uh,
So made for
it's-
fucking ice hockey.
it's polymer and padding in layers.
Yeah.
Shit.
Or there are these old school ones which are basically just hard plastic,
Yeah.
like those construction helmets.
Or the liner off my M1, which has Thought SWAT written on it in tape.
Yeah.
Thought
Yeah.
SWAT.
I've yet to order those Tot Patrol stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hang on.
Kane, I'm putting Tot Patrol stickers on my bike.
I'm not
Don't
gonna
ask.
question, I'm not.
I need to design either a sticker or a patch. I've had it in my head for a while, but basically it's like a can of spray or something, like bug spray, but it's thought be gone.
Oh, we need to make something like, Ayo!
Jordan, fuck off.
Welcome.
Yeah, Jordan, you probably shouldn't have your full name as your YouTube name.
Oh yeah, we need something edgy for our secret project, if you know what I'm on about. The thing that's out in your back garden
Oh yeah.
that we're gonna do. There may or may not gonna be a YouTube series on that, so
Maybe.
if it goes well, it's most likely gonna go ahead.
Even if it goes badly, we'll have a YouTube
Look, we
video
will
of
have it up on my channel, not on the Comfy Frens channel.
because it's not. You don't really build a go-kart on a radio.
No. And
Look
you just
forward to
spoiled the
that.
whole thing. Well,
It's not going to be just any go-kart. No.
it's gonna be a really interesting go-kart, to say the least. Shut up, phone!
Yeah. Hang on. Here's another story. Chilean transgender school protects children from bullying.
Oh my god, stop
Why?
right there.
They're children. They're not transgender. They're children. Children don't know what they want. One day they like custard, the next day they hate fucking custard.
I
Children
actually
do not know
screenshotted-
what the fuck they are or want.
That's true.
Like, honestly, who the fuck thought this was a good idea? I hate the left.
I screenshotted this the other day
I
for
agree.
this, but I forgot all about it and I remembered it just there.
Just like you forgot about the
A
show.
young black boy, not being racist or anything if you think I
Just
A
descriptions.
young neighbour.
a young nibba was bullied to death over his colostomy bag.
Is what?
His what?
Colostomy bag.
What's that?
Colostomy. That's the...
It's the thing that you have to do surgery on.
Oh,
your
that
stomach.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parents plan to sue Carrick Elementary School after a boy who was aged 10 hangs himself due to students' cruel taunts.
Nice.
That's evil.
People are assholes.
Yeah.
People really are. And it's sad.
You've got
And
5
there's
viewers.
also it's up on Twitter, not on Twitter, Instagram, saying that Tupac is alive and his new music is coming soon, according to Suge Knight's son.
I don't know who that is.
Suge Knight is the guy that like owned Death Records, and that was the guy. Death Records was the place that Tupac joined after getting out
Set
of
it to
prison.
live chat. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's kind of shocking.
Yeah.
Especially for you. Jai. Thing. Yes, you were on about sports before this random news game. Yeah, I did handball for like 4 years, and then I got replaced by a Chad.
What the fuck's handball?
Who?
Isn't that like...
Have you ever seen? Not the thing where you hit the ball against the wall.
That's
like,
volleyball.
No, it's it's a team sport. They're like
Handball is the thing where you hit the thing against the wall.
no, that's a crappy version of handball. The proper handball.
Well, yeah, that's handball practice.
Yeah, the proper one is where
Is
you
you
have
slap a ball across a court like tennis, but it's with your hands.
Well, yeah, it's
Is
kind.
that not volleyball? Or
No.
spike ball?
Like, look it up. It's basically you have like 6 people on a team.
I'm
One-
thinking of fucking...
One in the goals. It's kind of like basketball, but you have proper goals instead of a hoop.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Also, Jordan's allowed to say that because he's half black, kind of.
Yeah, but yeah, I got replaced by a Chad, a rich Chad, and
Chad?
yeah,
A guy named Chad.
no,
You don't get 4chan memes because you don't use 4chan.
No,
He
sorry.
doesn't really either.
but I kind of get the memes because of you.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I quit.
I've been on 4chan far too long.
And when I moved here, I trained hurling for like 6 months.
Mhm.
And those 2 weeks of rugby, and that was my sporting career.
Yep.
How much time you could have wasted sitting in your room.
Playing video games.
Exactly.
This was like after school, so like,
After
was
school,
twice-
you
twice
sound
a
like you're in
week.
college.
look, twice a week. Finished school at when? 1-ish. Went training. Finished at like 4. And then I sometimes had folk dancing, so went to that. Finished at
Folk
6.
dancing fag.
I did that for like 3 years. That was fun.
Can you still remember all this stuff?
Oops, sorry.
Stop messing with the stairs on the chair.
That
Or
was-
chair stairs.
That was not intentional.
Stool stairs. Oh, put it back then.
Nah, this is comfy.
Comfy Frens FM. Haha, like and subscribe.
But yeah,
Yeah, do you remember like how to dance that folk,
No.
whatever the fuck?
I literally don't. It's Hungarian folk dancing, not the
What
Irish
a
stuff.
waste of 3 fucking years of your life, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I could have just. I mean, I didn't really have a gaming PC. Well, I had a PC, but it was meh.
Windows XP. No graphics card. No sound card.
Actually, it had a pretty OP graphics card for what the PC was. It was like
So like
something.
a Pentium 1.
Nah, I would say Pentium 3, maybe. Or some Celeron.
What year?
That PC. I had that PC in like 2010, 2011.
Jesus, like a
That was
Celeron.
8
Yeah.
years ago.
That was so. It was an old
9
thing.
years ago.
It
It's
was an old
2019.
thing anyway.
I refer to it as 2011. so-
What? Well, I don't know the specs because I never bothered to check because I was like,
Child.
yeah, I was a child and I didn't know much about computers at the time. I know that it had an OPS graphics card.
We still barely know fuck all about computers.
And-
My one wasn't turned on, so I knocked it over and picked it back up, and then it turned on. Well, no, it was turning on, but the monitor wasn't coming on. I don't know what was wrong with it. I think maybe the graphics card was unseated. Something.
Maybe.
But yeah, basically, I knocked it over. I picked it back up. I had it turned on. I was like, "Hang on, wait, are the fans of the graphics card spinning?" So I stuck my hand in the fan, and then I went, "Ow, yeah, they're spinning."
And I'm
Did it
like,
cut you?
Nah, I don't think so
and
anyway.
I'm just about to upgrade my PC once my motherboard ships from Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because motherboards are fairly cheap there before you count shipping.
Feel that there.
That's kind of not how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I know. I did a thing earlier where I was like twisting a spring with a pair of vice grips because I wanted to unspring the spring because I thought, hey, it's rusty enough. Maybe all the spring tension is gone because of oxidization and the breakdown of metals. But yeah, that wasn't true, and the thing spun back and hit me in the finger.
Yeah, those were like welding clamps that spun.
It wasn't welding clamps. It
No,
was
that's
vice
the-
grips.
Well, vice grips.
Welding clamps are the
Other-
ones.
the
Ones that what's his face?
Dylan.
No, Paddy said that he was going to use his nipple clamps on you.
Oh yeah, the thing I used to clamp down something that I wanted to drill.
Yeah.
Yeah, engineering class is fun.
I wish I did that instead of fucking art.
Well, the teacher was, let's just say, she was happy that the class was over.
Yeah, it was a substitute. None of us were supposed to be doing any of the things that we were doing.
Yeah, but we have projects to do, so yeah, we kinda had to like. We had to go ahead. Like we have a few weeks to finish our projects. We are making stuff, good stuff, and if we are not finished, then we are kinda screwed.
Yeah. 15 minutes.
Yes, dear person who messaged me, our intro song is legendary. I have not seen the movie yet, but will do sometime. So, 15 minutes left. What do?
Well, we've got another. Oh, hang on.
Other piece of news.
The Nintendo Switch smashed the PS4 and Xbox One to pieces in 2018. The Nintendo Switch had an incredible month this past December. Not only did it breeze past competition, selling more units than either PlayStation or 4 or Xbox One, it also set some other impressive records. Quote, Nintendo Switch generated the highest December month hardware dollar sales from a single platform since the Nintendo Wii in December of 2009, and achieved the highest December unit sales for a single platform since 2010, tweeted the NPD Group's Matt Piscatella. He's Italian. His parents are probably immigrants. Not only was December the biggest month for the Nintendo Switch and for any platform in December in years, the console was the best-selling system in the US in 2018 period. Quote, Nintendo Switch ends 2018 as the year's best-selling hardware platform in both units and dollars, quote. Piscatella tweeted, quote, annual unit and dollar sales of Nintendo Switch are the highest annual total for any platform since the PlayStation 4 in 2015, end quote. US hardware sales overall were down 8% in December, according to NPD tracking, at 1.168 billion, down from 1.272 billion in 2017. Overall, however, hardware sales, including peripherals, were up 15% in 2018, reaching 7.5 billion compared to the previous year's 6.5 billion. Total industry spending across the US, not counting purely digital games like Fortnite, which made up a huge chunk of 2018, were up 18% at 43.4 billion over 2017's 36.9 billion. It wasn't too long ago that many analysts and critics were opining that Nintendo should abandon the hardware market and go cross-platform and enter the mobile market. While they did the latter, I'm glad they ignored the advice about leaving hardware behind them. The Switch proves that Nintendo's glory days are far from behind them, and that hardware still has a major part of the Japanese country's business. With lots more Switch games on the way, from Metroid to a full-fledged Pokemon game, 2019 should be a very interesting year indeed. Yep. That's a story. Have your phone back.
Thank you. 2019 is supposed to be set with the best movies going to
Man in Black, the new one.
Yeah, there's a Men in Black one with Chris Hemsworth, which I think is going to be
great. Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, the guy from Thor, for people who don't know.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good, yeah, but I will have that soft spot where...
You have seen the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Look, it's
I will miss
epic.
Will Smith, though.
The song they chose for the trailer is bang as well.
I can't remember.
London Bridge by Fergie.
Oh.
One of her only good songs.
Don't Touch Me. A plan for It 2 and a new horror movie created by Marvel.
Now, how would they continue it?
And it's like they're all in the house or something, and like these mutants are like really I don't know.
Spooky.
How would they
continue
continue
it? It's supposed to be a horror
it?
movie anyway. Sounds cool.
How would they continue it?
I don't know. There's been rumors saying that he's coming back as a baby or something in like a future time. That's what I've heard, but I haven't actually read it up.
So like kind of like The Conjuring 2?
Is this going to be like the sequel to Blade Runner, where it's like super in the future?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
So it's like, or like The Conjuring 2, where the second episode is pretty much completely unrelated to the first one.
I'll be honest, I haven't even actually seen it.
Was related to the first one because
not
it was the
that
same,
much.
It was the same main characters, and then Valak came in.
Well, yeah,
Spoiler.
Isn't that the Nun?
The first
and
one
then
was
they made the sequel.
The first one was with Annabelle, really, the doll.
The first one was them like taking Annabelle away from them, and then
Yeah, that was with the doll, but the second one was with demons, not dolls.
yeah, but there's a demon in the doll, so technically it is
So, like,
related.
So the demon left the doll, and like I don't really remember the first movie.
Oh no, the demon stays in the doll, but everybody thinks it's gone or something.
That doll is IRL on display in a basement, I think. In like a glass box.
It's creepy.
Big thunk.
Yeah. Conjuring based on true stories.
Yeah, the next It might be coming out in 2037. Thanks, Jordan.
Avatar 2, actually. Wait, that's
Avatar 2,
2020.
I heard of that.
Yeah, 2020. Avatar 2.
Oh!
Not the Airbender one.
The second last Airbender. What are you
Godzilla,
clapping
King
for?
of the Monsters.
Oh, when's that coming out?
Sounds fucking sick. This year, apparently. It's like, remember the old games where like all the giant moth and all?
Yeah, Mothra.
Yeah, they're all coming into it. Sounds
Nice.
absolutely sick. And it's gonna be the same one.
Wait, King of the Monsters, is that the game or the film?
The film.
Oh, right.
The Megan film, not the game, sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be basically the same Godzilla from the one made in 2014, but like obviously better graphics and the other ones because apparently the world's ending or something.
And hopefully a better film, because that was a bit crap.
It was a bit crap, yeah. I didn't really get the story. But
There's like a 27-year gap between the two, yeah.
Yeah, but the new It is just a remake of the old one, really.
Hang on.
More or less, because it was already made.
Yeah. It's remastered.
Here's one
Yeah.
from a few days ago. Illinois man accused of letting 11-year-old drive to school.
Fair enough.
An arrest warrant has been issued for a northern Illinois man who police say allowed an 11-year-old relative to drive herself to school in a stolen rental car while he rode along.
Stolen rental
Yep.
car.
The Lake County News Sun reports that employees at Round Lake Park Elementary School saw the girl pull up to the school's drop-off point on January 9th. She and a 9-year-old girl who was in the back seat exited the car. Police say a 31-year-old Kafalu Oshodi?
I see.
Kafalu Oshodi. I'm not good with foreign names.
Café Shuddy, yeah.
Shadi! Of Round Lake,
Sounds
then
Arabic.
moved into the driver's seat and drove away. He's wanted on 2 counts of child endangerment and driving with a suspended license. I think driving with a suspended license is a bit better than driving with no license and also being 11.
Yeah.
Police Chief George Filenko says the drop-off area is very busy and the incident could have resulted in any number of tragic scenarios if the child lost control. And that's the end of that story.
Has anyone blamed GTA 5 for it?
Probably
I
not.
wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Yeah.
There's also a rumour that GTA 6 was going to be made years ago. A year after GTA 5 came out, I read a thing saying that GTA 6 would not be produced due to something was wrong and they couldn't afford it or something. And I heard of someone there lately that it will be coming out soon.
Yeah.
That's still unidentified.
They can't afford it. They have all the Red Dead revenue. They have all the
Red
GTA
Dead 4.
money.
When's that coming, you reckon?
2039.
A good few years from now.
2048.
Remember the good old days when there were only 2 years we finished GTA sequel?
Yeah.
And now we have to wait 6+ years for one game.
It wasn't even 2 years. Because, like, GTA 3 was 2001. Vice City was 2002.
San Andreas was 2004. In between there was Chinatown Wars, I think.
Chinatown Wars was okay.
No, because Chinatown Wars was on the PSP, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Oh yeah, there was
on
also
PSP.
Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories, but those are like
2006, yeah.
something like that.
They couldn't afford it, okay, not sure about that, yeah.
They make billions.
They make billions
Yeah,
of
but like,
dollars.
one of the executive producers of GTA 5 is not with the company anymore.
Yeah.
One of the top dogs because, well, he wasn't let back in.
They need to remake Vice City. It's the best one, don't at me.
Or, not remake it, but make a GTA game set in Vice City.
Yeah. Because, like, honestly, Miami, it's Vice City, it's Miami,
Yeah.
is the best setting of any GTA game.
Yeah.
I don't think
one.
I've played it yet.
Even though
What?
I don't think so. The only ones that I've actually been
I haven't played Vice City either. I played
able
Vice
to
City
play is
Stories.
Chinatown and Los Santos.
Well, I played Vice City Stories, Liberty City Stories. I'm currently playing through San Andreas. Played through GTA 4 and GTA
Jordan?
5.
Shut up. San Andreas is not the best one. Vice City is. It has overall the best story and the best characters.
Yeah.
The gameplay was more refined in San Andreas because, quite simply, it was a later game. Vice City was very closely based on 3. San Andreas went off in its own kind of direction. And while the gameplay was better, the gameplay in Vice City is still fairly sound, apart from that one fucking mission where you have to pilot the RC helicopter.
Oh god, no. No. In Vice City Stories, right? That mission is pretty much
You have to do
impossible.
it with one stick on a fucking PSP.
So that's what? A 4-inch screen, one stick. You can't really move the camera, so it's basically impossible.
Like,
Is that only the
that
one
shit's
angle?
hard enough on a full controller or a keyboard.
Yeah.
So, we got 4
But
minutes
granted,
left.
San Andreas has better memes than Vice City.
Number 9. Number
9 large. Number 6.
Follow
with
the
extra
goddamn
dick.
train, CJ.
No. Piss off with that mission. No. I'm not going back there. Took me like a solid 2 hours to do that mission.
All you had to do was follow the damn train,
CJ. Yeah, 4 minutes left. What should be our outro song for today?
I don't know.
Something memey?
Right, hang on.
Something fast-paced?
Idea. Seeing as it came on when we were playing GTA the other day.
Are we playing GTA today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
I still have to do some stuff at home.
Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The hotkeys for OBS aren't working.
Winding your way down on Baker Street, light in your head and dead on your feet. Well, another crazy day. You'll drink the night away and forget about everything. This city desert makes you feel so cold. It's got so many people, but it's got no soul, and it's taken you so long to find out you were wrong when you thought it held everything. You used to think that it was so easy. You used to say that it was so easy, but you're trying now. Another year and then you'd be happy. Just one more year and then you'd be happy. But you're crying now. Way down the street there's a light in his place. He opens the door, he's got that look on his face, and he asks you where you've been. You tell him who you've seen, and you talk about anything. He's got this dream about buying some land. He's gonna give up the booze and the one night stand.